I figured I'd get back on here. Now the whole world coming. Oh, it's all crashing. Oh, God, the markets. Oh, it's crashing. Oh, my God. Chicken Little gonna run around. It's all crashing. Oh, God. Yeah, you know what? It's all bullshit again, okay? Look, people, it's one of those things where historically the stock market's still high, all right? I mean, it's still roughly about 42,000. It dropped like, I don't know, 800 some points. So what? If the market was at 10,000, I'd say, well, yeah, that's a pretty good drop. But at 42,000, it dropped 800 some points. I'd say, man, no, so what? Now, if it starts doing that consecutively for a week, well, I'd say, well, you might have a little bit of a problem here. We'll have to figure it out. Nasdaq still at 17,000 something, 17.5 maybe roughly. I'm just kind of, and it's down. I don't know, at 700 points or something. It's like really historically they're still high. Okay, don't get into panic. Don't get into fucking tizzy. All that stuff. Just don't worry about it. It's okay. Okay, don't because people want to blame this and want to blame that and blah blah blah. Well, look. The market's overvalued. Okay? It's overvalued. And people want to tell you the market sits back and it looks to the future. Okay? The future. And the future looks bad because all the tariffs and all this and that stuff. Okay? All right. Let's say the outlook's bleak. Well, it's like anything else. You lose your job. It's bad. That's not good. It's like, yeah, things look pretty bleak. I lost my job. All right. Go couple 2 3 months and you found another job and it's paying you about the same of what you were making and you're all right. It's okay again. See how it works? Economy's the same way. See what Trump's doing. A factory wants to move into this country. It doesn't happen overnight. I mean, you got to build stuff and you got to employ people and to build the building, the factory, or whatever. And then you got to train people and hire people, and it takes some time. Okay, they can build stuff pretty fast, but I'm just saying those guys that are building it are working, making good money. And then you got. I just don't think of the guy that's building the stuff. Okay, they come in with all kinds of equipment, end loaders and graders and skid steers and dump trucks and concrete trucks and concrete mix. Well, at that concrete place, they have to employ people to take care of the trucks and drive the trucks and maintain the trucks. And they got to pay people to mix the concrete mix and take care of the machines and all this and that stuff. So those people are working, see? And then there's a place that supplies the concrete place, okay, with parts. You understand? It's a network. So there's more people out there working and doing things behind the scenes that the fucking idiots ain't looking at. All right? I grow a bushel of corn. All right? You know how many people it took to put that bushel of corn in the ground? Quite a few people. You got to buy the fertilizer. You know what I'm saying? You got to have tractors. You got to have fuel. And you got to have insurance. And there's just And then you got to get it out of the ground, and then there's parts and labor included in this and that stuff, and then you got to haul it to wherever, and then there's people that have to unload it. And if you haul it to an ethanol plant, well, you got how many people at an ethanol plant making this into whatever, it does nothing goes to waste at the ethanol plant. It's all made to something. And then the trains have to haul it in and haul it out. And you see what I'm getting at? There's a whole network there. So as they build buildings and factories and so on and so forth, there's a network there that has to do that. There's people in the economy that are working. Then they're going to have to hire a bunch of people. I mean, Trump's saying, hey, we're going to start building our ships. Not just our military, but we're going to build commercial ships also. That's like a city. I mean, it takes a lot of people to build ships. A lot of steel. A lot of welding rods and wire and electricity and welders and leads and I mean, you got to replace things and stuff. There's consumables there, oxygen tanks, and you got to have people that supply the oxygen tanks, bring them in. You got to have guys that fill it up. There's a company that does this. I mean, there's a network there, a very large network. Then you got to have a place to supply the steel. Well, the ore has to get there somewhere, usually by rail. There's a whole network that keeps the damn railroad running. And then there's an iron ore mining place. There's a whole network there that keeps that place running. Not just the people that work there, but people that have to have, the explosives to blow the damn shit up and then go in there and, scrape it up and then to load it. I mean, and then conveyors and, man, people. I know most of you I'm preaching to the choir. But there's a lot of people, you just got to get your head out of your ass. Are things going to go up? For a little bit, probably. They always do. See? Are you going to end up with a better paying job? Oh, probably. And the problem with this country is we're going to have to probably bring in a lot of labor because the son of bitches here don't want to work. You see? They're going to sit in mom and dad's basement and whine and cry about everything. Instead of, well, man, I could move to, I don't know, let's move to Alaska. Maybe up to the flatlands and Dakotas and stuff and work on a rig, oil rig. Maybe I can go out and do the Gulf and maybe work on an oil rig out there. Or maybe I can go down the Gulf and, Galveston, places like that where they, look, they could, but they'd rather stay and whine and cry and have mommy and daddy take care of them. Now, there's a lot of people that, well, they look at the wife, go, man, that's a good paying job, a lot more than I'm making here. Well, they go move. They move down there. He gets a job, doing what he's doing, making pretty damn good money. She's going, well, I could get a job. And she gets a job, and they're doing a hell of a lot better than they've ever done. See? And the thing of it is, too, is a lot of people that do lose their jobs, there's re-education for this. There's money allocated for these people that can go Pell Grants, I think that's what it's called. I'm not exactly sure. But, there's stuff like that, okay, I lost my job as a checker at Walmart. Okay. I always wanted to be kind of a nurse. They make pretty good money. All right. Government says, here, go to school. We'll pay for it. Pretty sweet deal. And there again, there's a network there. See? There's a lot going on, people. A lot that you don't see. And the stock market is a bad gauge for it. It's looking out to the future. Well, they don't look very far. say, and there's always going to be some profit taking, anyways. You'll see the market go down. They call it a black pool. You don't see this stuff, okay? And there's guys that jump in and they just buy the hell out of stuff because it dropped. I mean, when you're dealing in billions of dollars, billions and billions of dollars, you move markets. That's why they use this black pool so they don't notice it so much. Well, you short something one day, it drops. Okay. You made money because it was up here, it dropped. Now you buy it back and watch it go back up. They made money by selling it, and then the price drops, and they buy it back and price goes back up. They made money in both. Selling and buying both. So don't listen to these morons, okay? The other thing here, too, is this. They want to say, oh, the debt markets, the debt markets, the debt markets, the debt markets, interest rates, this, that. You know what? Our whole system is based on debt. The whole system. I don't feel like it. But anyways, I've done it before. I've showed people. It says Federal Reserve note. A note is debt, people. Your whole entire system is based on debt. Okay? Good or bad. Okay? There's good sides to that, but there's a lot of bad sides to that too. All right? So, is it going to make a correction someday? Well, more than likely. But if you notice what happened to the gold dropped today too, along with the markets. Now, if everything was so bad, so terrible, so horrible, gold did the opposite of what it should have done. Gold should have went up because the world's falling apart. Oh my God, gold should have went skyrocketed, but it didn't. I'm telling you, man. That's why I don't get on there all day long. I mean, some people, and every 2 seconds they're on there. So video, so they can make, I don't know, a trinket or whatever they make. I don't know. I got better things to do with my time. I just get on here because I get sick and tired of listening to all the bullshit. Are things going to crash? Eventually they will, because we work on a debt-based system. Debt-based. The stock market's debt, okay? It's all done in debt. We don't have a gold standard. We don't have a silver standard. Everything is based upon debt. Banks don't make money unless banks, what? Loan money. They have to create money into existence. And they call it money, but it's not. It's debt. You say they have to bring debt into existence to stay alive. So if you lower interest rates, people go out and go, oh, I think I will borrow some money. And that way they will create money into existence, and then they will loan out that 10 more times. And then those 10 people will be able to loan out 10 more times. You see how it works? It's all debt. Smoke and mirrors, debt, Ponzi scheme, whatever you want to call it. All right? It's not sound. It's never been sound. All right? All you're trying to do is stay half a step ahead of it. That's all. The minute the velocity of money stops, it flatlines. It's dead. People say, oh, you can't lower interest rates. You can't lower interest rates. Well, if interest rates go up and up and up, people ain't borrowing money. How the bank's going to stay afloat? Oh, they just create it in the Federal Reserve. More debt. What do they do at the banks? They create it out of thin air, more debt. So what the hell's the difference? There's no difference. It's debt. It never gets paid back. Never gets paid back. Yeah, I'll let it go there. And I talked about pensions the other day. So, you know, what do you think the pension markets are like? Something else, ain't it, guys? It's all smoke and mirrors. Smoke and mirrors. Their laws, smoke and mirrors. It's all bullshit. You know, 9/10 possession, okay? Possession. But they want to tell you it's not. What the hell does the state have to do with your motor vehicle? Why does it have to come back in any state? I thought you owned it. Well, it says state of so and so, state of so and so, state of so and so. It's like, well, we'll let you use it. Okay? Kind of like your property. We'll let you use it. But you better pay those taxes because we're going to come and take it from you. But it's debt. Right. It's just debt. Keeps the system flowing. It grows the system. You see? The only way gold and silver grows the system is you have to revalue the gold and the silver. Instead of $10 an ounce, it goes to 20, to 1,000, to 100,000, to 2 billion an ounce. That's how they'd have to grow the economy. They'd have to overvalue gold and silver. See, they took two coins. I think they used platinum, and each one was $1 trillion coin. Not, I've never seen a platinum coin worth. I think it was platinum. I don't know, but anyways, worth $1 trillion. But they printed them at the mint, Treasury. Might check that out though. Maybe it was something they were talking about. See, I got so much stuff juggled up in my brain. Sometimes I have to stop and think. But check it out. Get back and tell me if I'm losing my mind and getting that old timers. I could be. Fuck, I might not know who I am tomorrow. So, anyways, folks, don't fear shit. Just prepare for it. Prepare. Just do like you've been doing. Trust in the Lord. That's the most important thing you can do because you're not guaranteed the next second from now, the next minute from now, or tomorrow. You're not guaranteed any of it. All right? So, folks, y'all take care. I could go on for hours. So, have a good one.